The fifth law of the general hermetic principles is the law of polarity. The law states that everything is dual in nature. Everything has its pair of opposites. Everything has poles. Extremes meet at some level. All paradoxes are reconciled at the unified level of consciousness. Hot and cold are the same, but different in degree. So opposites are the same in nature, but different in degree. Hot and cold are the same. The difference is the concentrated heat to make it hot. Whatever that is must be hot, either water or the absence of that concentrated heat to make it cold. Extremes meet here. Knowledge and ignorance are the same, but different in degree. The difference being whether or not the knowledge, information is taken in, processed, understood, and acted upon, or it is willfully ignored and disregarded. When you watch a movie, there's always two opposites, the hero and the villain. These two characters on a higher level of consciousness are the same, because both of them are trying to do their best to live out being quote-unquote hero or villain in their best perceptive way on how they perceive the world, because both of them are trying to do good in their own perceptive way. If you know if you know the movie The Matrix, Neo and Agent Smith are the same. They're just different in degree, different in how they go about perceiving the world from their own circumstances, and therefore acting upon what they feel and think is true for them. If you remember very well, Agent Smith himself wanted to be free from the system. And he thought being free was being out of the control of being an agent and being its control. There's a scene where he brags to Neo and says, "I'm free, unplugged. And thanks to you, Neo." That means now from his own perception, the way he saw the world and his circumstances presently, he wanted to be free from being an agent of the system. And the only way he could do that was for him to conquer that system and become it in a way. Because at the end, it became like a virus, multiplying himself in the system. Because he thought if he takes over the system, that's how he will be free. But he probably did not realize In fact, he did realize that he was a computer-generated software or program, hence a virus, living in the computer-simulated world called the Matrix. And then Neo, on his way also, he lives obviously this life of being Neo, firstly being awakened from the slumber and sleep from the Matrix, then him seeing the real world for the first time and not the fake computer generated reality that he's used to, the Matrix. And so also his path lets him find his own way of understanding and also of conceptualizing what he thinks is right for him to do, to act upon. So both of these paths now, you can say is good and bad, left and right, dark and light, positive and negative. They are both necessary for the continuation of whatever that was happening in the Matrix, because there wouldn't be a villain without the hero, and there wouldn't be a hero without the villain. Therefore, also, we understand in our lives that we sort of have to do good, or you can say work on ourselves to improve ourselves, especially after we have gone through a troublesome time. People coming against you, trying to, let's say, destroy you, besmirch your name, besmirch your reputation, all of those things, trying to harm you. Obviously, this is going to cause trauma to you. You're going to be asking yourself, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? And why are people doing this to me? And even if there's no concrete reason for them to do that, maybe they're just acting out of jealousy, envy, and hate of their own lives, and you are sort of the perfect projection of that hate, envy, because they see you exuding and also living a life which they want for themselves. So this example now is you realizing now that, okay, these people or this person did this to me, but you yourself are not different from this person. You're different in degree. Meaning now, this person is there to teach you about your own shadow self. Because how you react to what they're doing is everything. I mean, you can go all out and seek them, sort them, and do bad things to them, physically speaking. Also, you can just ignore them, cut them off your life, move on, seek a peaceful path. Let the universe, let the laws of cause and effect take care of everything. That is a choice. Them now teaching you that somewhere, somehow, you had things you had to work on yourself, things that were quote unquote attracting these kind of people to your life. Say you didn't have a good sense of self-worth, a good sense of self-esteem, self-confidence, and therefore lacking these things brought upon these people, or you were a people's pleaser. So you didn't have correct boundaries because you still did not know yourself that much in depth. Therefore, All of those situations, they teach you now to deal with yourself, because you yourself are not different from the other person. We're just different in degree of consciousness, in the level of consciousness, where they are at and where you are at. Because most of the things that we act out is things that we are going through within ourselves. It's things that are not going well with your life, and therefore you attack other people that are seemingly doing good according to what you can see with your eyes, but you don't even know the truth. Therefore, when you are being attacked now, you have to now be mindful. Think, why is this person doing this? They're probably not doing well. They're probably going through some stuff. That's why they're acting this way. Understand, this is not an excuse for any actions. On this level, again, on this level of physicality, the third dimensional reality, we as human beings need to put our foot down. That means on this level, we cannot expect the extremes to reconcile. We have to work. Hence our foot down, representing us having to hit on the ground and work. Work to either make things better, work to change our inner selves, to reconcile that paradox, not outside of yourself. Doing the inner work, because the shadow self, even if it's outwardly represented by your quote-unquote villain in your own story, is within you. So whatever they are doing, you have the capability of doing. And therefore, you are not better than they are. Hence, difference is just in degree and levels of consciousness.